arms dealers all the live long day, but that up there, that's the end game. Why would you do that?
We're in the end game now.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Avengers EndGame. So we finally know the title for the next Avengers movie is called EndGame, which is a chess movement which refers to the final stage of a game, usually followed by the exchange of a queen and the serious reduction of players. So when Doctor Strange said we're in EndGame, he was really telling the audience big players are going to have to be sacrificed in order to take down Thanos, which is going to be pretty awesome. But who is going to sacrifice himself in order to win? Hence why Doctor Strange gave the time stone over. It was actually the long game in terms of chess. So the ending scene of the trailer for EndGame has absolutely everyone buzzing. And the most requested video is what is happening with Scott Lang at the end of the trailer. In the message that was playing, he says, for Captain America and Black Widow, we met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. I got really big. Antman. I know you know that. That's me. Can you buzz me in? So Scott Lang shows up in the Hank Pym van from Antman and the Wasp. You know, the one that had the quantum tunnel in it, and then he went inside the quantum realm, then the finger snap happened that actually, thanks to the Avengers 4 prelude, is called the Decimation. So when the Decimation happened, it was concurrently happening at the end of Avengers Infinity War and also Ant-Man and the Wasp. Hence why Ant-Man got trapped in the quantum realm, and then when he tried to talk to them, no one was there. So Scott Lang is all alone in the quantum realm. But the most fascinating thing about this scene is if you look in the left top corner, it says Start Archive. There's something next to it. It either says 1983 or iOS 3. And to be honest, guys, it's not really clear what specifically he says. So Captain America did meet Ant-Man in Civil War in Germany, like Ant-Man did tell him. This isn't how the front door of the Avengers HQ actually looks like. So when Captain America did say, is this archive footage? It's almost like a cheeky wink saying, yeah, this is archive footage. But Scott shows up during this scene with the same van, and I think that's a vital key point to remember. So Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, during the Ant-Man and the Wasp scene, like I've just explained, got sucked into a time vortex, I think. Janet Van Dyne told him not to get sucked into time vortexes because they won't be able to save you, but they got decimated anyway, so he was stuck there. So did Scott Lang go through one of these time vortex or time vortices, I guess you could say? That is the most likely scenario of what is going on here. So Black Widow and Captain America are in the current day, but they don't seem worried about a missing hero showing up. The fact that Captain America says, is this archive footage, pretty much clarifies it is. So in the 90s, Howard Stark, Tony Stark's father, was still alive, and he was rumored to be on set during the brief reshoots that he had a few months ago. Is it old footage? Yes, it is old footage. I think that's clear. But guys, do you think that's clear? So it's a bit random how it randomly shows up. So what's most likely going on is Black Widow and Captain America are running some kind of facial recognition or going through CCTV, and they came across this Scott Lang footage of him showing up. But what is interesting is the van. The van's a big talking point, because how could Scott Lang transport a van through the quantum realm? Well, like, physically speaking, it would be possible, but the most likely case is that van, Hank Pym's had it for such a long time. But if it isn't the same van as we've seen in Ant-Man and the Wasp, would the quantum tunnel be in the back of it? So all of a sudden, Ant-Man became the most important character in the whole of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just like I said he would be, and just like I said, he is technically the strongest Avenger because he can technically open up a black hole. So we have to remember the famous Hulk scene running in Wakanda. So that was a fake scene, we are led to believe, recorded and filmed and CGI edited just to mislead us in a trailer. And let me tell you guys, this scene with Hulk running must have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars in kind of CGI money, so to speak. So if that was a fake scene set up just to mislead us, or is that actually a scene from Avengers Endgame? Because I do believe that Hulk will be in Wakanda, so maybe it's not. But this is the most fascinating thing that no one has picked up on. Screenwriter Stephen McFeel, who is a writer for Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4, said this: "We know pretty much what's going on in Avengers 3. You've been told who's the bad guy and what he wants for several movies, and it's not going to change. That's what's going to happen. You run it in the best possible way with all the twists along, but you have no idea what Avengers 4 is. Nobody does, and that's what makes it particularly exciting. I look all the time on the internet, people have no idea. Avengers 4 revolves around the integrity of Infinity War. The movies are closely linked, but they are almost seen to belong to two different genres. We did not want to cut a film in half and say, pay now, come back in a year later for the rest of it. They are very much two different stories on a tonal and structural level. So the key part of this is you have no idea what Avengers 4 is. No one does. That's what particularly excites me. I look all the time on the internet. People have no idea. So everyone is thinking that this is going to be a time-traveling movie on the same scale of something like Back to the Future, if you're old enough to understand what that movie is. So this is why I keep saying on my videos, the movie is not going to be a simple grab and snatch time-traveling movie, because they're trying to mislead you. The Avengers Infinity War directors have lied to us multiple times. Well, we're not technically lied to us, because Endgame is one word. People were asking, is it Endgame as in two words? So they can't tell you what's coming up, but to say that no one has said this, it's never been said in a movie before. Then obviously there's two clips, one from Major Ultron when Tony Stark says Endgame, and then when Doctor Strange says we're now in Endgame. So you've got to be very conscious of what the Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4 directors say. There's a lot of misdirection going on. I completely understand. They don't want the spoilers to come out, but I am very cautious of believing what they actually do say. So is my misdirection happening here? Yes. I do believe what's happening in that final scene is actually Scott Lang in the past, but I also think there is some misdirection going on. Shuri was confirmed to be a survivor by Angelique Bassett, who actually was one of the central roles in Black Panther, but so Shuri was confirmed to be alive, and now, according to this trailer, Shuri is dead. What I think's happening is Shuri's just in hiding, trying to figure a way how to get her brother back, T'Challa, the King, Black Panther. I don't believe anything the Russos say anymore, but if they do come out with new info, I will go over them. So I posted the question on my community tab last night where fans were saying about what they think's going on in this scene, and I was actually shocked that 66% of people think the Scott Lang scene is in the present day. Then people were on about Scott Lang is a Skrull. Now we do know the Skrulls will be introduced in the Captain Marvel movie in March, and I can't wait. And I do think there will be a Skrull somewhere inside this movie, and it will be one of the biggest reveals towards the end of the movie to maybe set up Secret War or Secret Wars when they do own the rights to the Disney characters with Fox, the Disney Fox merger, so we can have the Fantastic Four, the X-Men and Galactus, and we can have the actual kind of Secret Wars storyline where the heroes and villains went against each other and there was like a secret war, crazy war. I do believe there will be some form of Skrull inside this movie, but I don't think it's going to be in the form of Scott Lang. It's a very interesting fan theory. So Scott Lang is acting like it's the present day. So Scott Lang gets out of the quantum realm somehow, doesn't know what year he's in, heads to the Avengers HQ, and hence why Black Widow says that's the front door, but it isn't the front door. So I think he thinks he's in the present year, and that's why he mentioned Germany, because he would still have his memories. Captain America knows about that, but really he could be in 1983. But if that's the case, everything would be different. Half the universe wouldn't have disappeared. It's a very interesting theory, and I would love to know what you guys think down below. It's such a fantastic trailer. Didn't reveal a lot, but it gave people like me content and ideas so as Marvel fans can geek out for the next 5 months on what is actually going on. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We do Marvel and DC videos all week long. We have 2 competitions running at the moment. We have one for the Avengers Infinity War Blu-ray, or for the Antman and Wasp, or for Deadpool Super Duper 2. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below who is your favorite superhero. And for the 50,000 subscriber giveaway, I still can't believe this channel's made 50,000 subscribers. All you got to do is follow me on Twitter at @MullStew and let me know that you followed me on there, and tweet me something to do with the competition. Absolutely fantastic that the channel's hit 50,000 subscribers. It's awesome. I still can't believe it. At the start of the year, we were on 5,000 subscribers. So what's going to happen next is I'm most likely going to post a Spider-Man Far From Home kind of plot. I've found out some pretty cool information about that, so it will be spoilery. And also I will be posting the first episode trailer review for the Elseworlds crossover at some point, or I might just wait to the end of it, I'm not sure. Anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.